I remember some bloke who said he was heading out to Jamaica Plain to hunt for treasure. Never saw his sorry arse again. Thanks, I needed that. All this walking's wearing me out. Nice. There we go. Yes. Sweet. Got it. There we go. I'm through. Thanks, I needed that.
Welcome to the General Atomics Quality Assurance Department, where we assure your functionality is up to our high standards. We must run a few tests before returning you to your caregiving duties. Now, proceed into the first test chamber. First, we must test your disciplinary and behavioral management skills. A quality assurance associate will be playing the role of your hypothetical charge. Little Timmy has broken a valuable vase while playing catch in the house. The vase was a family heirloom, and it is quite irreplaceable. Please punish the child accordingly. The child needs discipline.
Now, if he could teach these things to sing Sweet Rosie O'Grady, I'd be impressed.
Please punish him. Punish the child. Please punish him. Punish the child. Fantastic. The appropriate punishment was separation of the child from any potential source of entertainment. And please remember, corporal punishment is strictly forbidden unless the user enables it in your configuration mode. Please proceed into the second test chamber. A proper mesmeric unit must be able to identify the needs of her charges. Please assess the state of the crying child and fulfill its needs. Correct. The child was hungry. Your vocal tonality analysis programming seems to be in working order. Please take this opportunity to reconfirm that any deprecated muffling procedures are not left in your program. Now please, proceed into the third testing chamber. We will now test your hazard detection matrices. Please childproof this environment by moving any hazardous object to where little hands cannot reach. Childproof the room. Splendidly done. All potentially fatal objects have been put out of a child's reach. Please remember, children have a penchant for finding ways to harm themselves. They never are truly safe. Absolute diligence is required. Congratulations! It appears you are fully functional and ready to return to service. Please take a replacement fusion core from the safe in the hallway on your way out.
Impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
Definitely. For 600 years old, it's in pretty good shape.
That's right. They don't make them like they used to. We take this place back, people will know we mean business. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed. But if we circle around south, we could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side and you can draw them out.
Well, General, what do you think?
Set up a firing line, and I'll draw them out.
Sounds good. We'll hold back and wait for them to come to us. Just don't get yourself trapped in there. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out. Try not to draw their attention until we're in position.
Looks like to hole up inside old buildings, so the walls are probably full of them.
Sure looks that way. Here's how we're gonna play this. You hold here in the courtyard and take care of any eggs you find. The General and I will clear the walls.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this, General.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Let's trade some things.
Of course.
More food.
find these Minutemen? Why the hell would you bother helping a bunch of low-life farmers and settlers for free? Hey, need something?
Excuse me.
What's up?
How do you feel about our...
I don't know if you care about me, or if you just want to use me to soak up the bullets for you. I guess only time will tell.
What else do you have?
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
I like long walks on the beach as much as any other girl.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Yep.
Good morning, Commonwealth. This is Radio Redone, the voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Gotta be something of value on him.
I think that might bruise.
Let me see that. Yeah. Might want to use that stim before it swells. Better use of it than playing doctor with this waste of skin.
What? No, it's just a bruise. This man is going to die if I don't...
Exactly. I say let him croak.
You broke Fiona's nose when we found you in that wreckage. Should we have left you to die there too?
Worked out peaches and cobble for me. Doesn't make it any fucking smarter.
Gotta be.
You want to tell the kid to stop wasting supplies on psychos?
We're here to tend to anyone that needs help, not play judge and jury.
He deserves to live.
I'm stabilizing him. It's the right thing to do. If you don't like it, you should just...
I should just what? Leave you alone with a psycho killer? You want to waste supplies, fine. But Cassie will have my hide if he rips your throat out.
I injected him with a tranquilizer. When he was on me, I mean. He'll be out for a long time. I think. Or it was blood loss. Maybe both.
Why didn't you say that? Shit. There's hope for you yet, kid.
Fucking hell.
Hey, is it just me? Or does this whole thing feel, I don't know, weird? Won't hurt to stay on guard.
Looks like we missed the party.
It's what we get for arriving fashionably late. Though if you ask me, not late enough. Looks like it's handled down here. I'm gonna get upstairs, back Fiona up. You coming?
Can't keep doing this forever. One last haul, then I'll call it quits.
Always hits as hard as the first one. Hey, this is a pretty big place. Always wondered about how they manage this kind of thing. You know, before the bombs. Not just building it, but staffing and funding and supplying. Guess it's easier when there's no mutants or raiders, huh? Times like this, I get Fiona's little obsession with the old world. It's like being inside a broken clock. Wondering how the gears fit together.
What do you mean by that?
Don't know if they call it something else here, but where I'm from, it's called Old World Blues. Doubt that being in a ruined hospital is helping it. Why do you think she was so eager to work with you? Not that it was a hard sell for the rest of us. Not every day someone makes a real effort.
This place seems familiar. I think I saw a bit about it on the news, back before the war.
Huh? Oh, you mean those old tapes. Fiona found an old recording of a weather report once. Wonder what it takes to predict snow 2 days ahead. I'll bet it was something less depressing than gunner on raider shootout in decrepit hospital. Feels like this place deserves... better.
The whole world is broken.
You're a ray of sunshine. But not wrong. Sometimes it's a blessing that the Nightingales don't rely on caravans and cities for supplies. One caravan ambush here, a raised settlement there, and we'd be dead in the water. It's what makes this place all the more unbelievable.
That's all for now.
Well now, if it isn't our VIP. Come to help or just observe?
No, I followed you down here for the exercise.
Ah, come to provide the comedic relief, I see. An admirable motive. Far be it from me to distract you. However, I could use a second opinion on this corpse. There, do you see that?
Yes, of course.
As I thought. The skin discoloration, sunken eyes, the apparent expiration from relatively minor wounds, and other bodies showed similar symptoms. I believe this gunner squadron was sick. Strange. Usually gunners have the resources to combat wasteland diseases. If I were to guess, I'd say this was cholera. Perhaps a mutated strain, but I can't know for sure without testing.
Regardless, I would refrain from drinking the water around. There were survivors from this little shootout. A handful of gunners. Fiona's been trying to coax them out of hiding. They may be infected as well. If you speak to the gunners, it might be worth mentioning that we have the means of diagnosing and curing them.
Find anything good on him?
Hey there.
The rest of my friends are tending to wounded downstairs already. Please, if you'll just listen.
You're wasting your damn breath. And you're still in our territory. The guns stay up until you...
We're not raiders or scavvers, all right? We're doctors. We're here to help. I see several bad breaks. That one isn't putting enough pressure on...
I'm losing my patience. If you don't get the hell out of here and... Are you kidding? There's more of you?
Keep talking to her like that, and I'll shoot you myself. Doesn't look like you bastards are long for this world anyhow.
Raphael, you're not helping.
This lot is a waste of time in Medstock. I'd almost hate to waste the ammo putting them down.
Raphael! Go find a rock and growl at it until you feel up to rejoining civilized discussions again. This is... Ugh, this is awkward.
You two have got your work cut out for you.
It's kind of an off day for me. We might be here all day at this rate.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I haven't even managed to get them to put their guns down. Maybe you'll get through to them. You have a louder reputation.
Either they run away with their tails between their legs, or open fire. Sounds like a damn fine idea to me.
Well, just remember, the Nightingales came here to help survivors, not slaughter them.
Why can't you assholes just leave us alone? We're holding this hospital on gunner business, which doesn't involve you, so get out.
Who are you people, exactly?
I'm Commander Yorks. Field promoted this morning. Don't know who you are and I don't care. We're not interested in another firefight and I'm not risking the lives of my men on you and your aid.
Okay, calm down and take a deep breath. If you're sick, I want to help you.
Look, you can't help us and I don't trust you, so... You want this place? Fine. Just let us leave, okay? Not like we'll be able to hold it anyway.
You need to get treatment before you put any more lives at risk. She has medicine that will treat you.
Please, just let us dress your wounds and try to cure whatever is wrong. You'll be free to leave anytime you want, I promise.
There's gotta be a catch, damn it. Raiders I get, but what the hell is your angle?
I get it. You're searching for a catch. If it'll make you feel better accepting our help, you can gift us some hospital supplies once we're done.
You cure whatever's wrong with us. You can keep the whole damn hospital. But I'm watching all of you, especially the asshole running his mouth.
I also use it to bite. Don't forget that.
Good work. I know you had no reason to do that, considering they're gunners, but you talked them down anyway. I don't know if we'll be able to cure them, but I know their chances are better with us than out there on their own. So, they might not be thanking you for it, but I will. Thank you. I wonder if we can't get some of this hospital's equipment up and running again. It's definitely bigger than our place by Diamond City. It is more dangerous out here, of course. and I'll have to talk it over with the others. In any case, we'll explore this place a bit and see what we can find. I'll put some aside for you, so come back in a couple days if you like. And thanks for being here today.
Hey.
Hey, good to see you. Did you need anything?
How are things going?
It's been, well, mixed blessings, I suppose. But we're managing. Thank you for asking.
What's your opinion of the Gunners?
It's not my place to have an opinion on them. They don't shoot at us, and we occasionally treat them same as anyone. Why? What's this all about?
I need your help to attack the Gunners.
Attack the Gunners? I'm sorry, but that's impossible. We're doctors, not soldiers. Taking a side in this conflict goes against what we stand for. That said, I do recognize what you're trying to do. We're bound to offer aid to any side that's left standing, but Gunners haven't asked for it. I'll see about getting a cache of medical supplies to your people. I'd ask that you spare anyone that surrenders, but I know it's out of my hands.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
I wish you luck. For what it's worth, I believe you're on the right side of things.
Hi.
Everything all right?
May as well take a look. If you were looking for heaps of garbage, you're in luck. Find anything good on him?
Hope you're staying safe out there.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, hey. I did promise to set aside a reward for you. Here. There's also a locker where we stash what we took off the bodies as well. You're free to it. Oh, and more importantly, here's some schematics for your ASAMs. I composited them from the hospital records on sanitation.
Thank you.
No, thank you. With your tech and initiative, every settlement can now have proper health measures. It might not see immediate return, but trust me, in the long run, it'll make a big difference for survival. That's all I had. Cersei is out right now, but I can patch you up if you need.
Anything else need doing?
Work is never done. I'm a bit busy with some of the pre-war diagnostic machines, see if I can get them up and running. Everyone else has been really busy getting this place set up and secure. Maybe you can check in with them, see if they need anything.
If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
You mean me, personally? You know, I can't remember the last time I said anything about myself that didn't relate to the Nightingales. What would you like to know?
So you're a doctor?
Seemed like the most direct way of helping people, and there isn't a town out here that doesn't welcome a doctor, so it's an easy way to travel. I'm not exactly a prodigy with it, but I had more wanderlust back then, so I gave it my best shot. It's how I ended up bumping into the Nightingales.
Tell me more.
I found one of my routine stops razed to the ground one day. I went to help, and Cassandra was already there, looking like she'd been at it for days. There were people with her, mostly keeping watch, but it was easy to tell she was in charge. I joined in. It wasn't until later that I noticed the patients weren't just on the defending side. She didn't care. Even shouted down one of the guards that tried to finish off one of the raiders. Some of those townsfolk had been my friends, but what she was doing struck something with me. A long talk with her later, and the rest is history.
So you explore old ruins?
You noticed I like pre-war stuff, huh? It's always been a fascination of mine. The ruins, the tech, the books. When I was a kid, there was this old man living nearby with all sorts of books and gizmos. Never said where he got it, but I saw a Brotherhood stamp on his gun once. He was, well, tight-lipped and kind of an ass, but he let me read things. One day I was reading, I think it was a travel brochure for some place called Rome, and I broke into tears.
What? Why?
I guess it just hit me that I'd never see it. The idea that one day, people could fly to beautiful places, could take tours to ancient ruins. The more I thought about it, the more unfair it felt that we lost so much. Like this hospital, there's a whole ward for diagnostics. Machines that can map out the human body, synthesizers for medication, and all this knowledge just standing here, derelict. Or worse, buried in rubble and ruins. And instead of tour guides, we need bodyguards to explore them.
Who were you before all this?
I did a bit of everything, so I don't really have a word for what I was. I sort of traveled and made myself useful where I could. Sometimes doctoring, sometimes I traded or helped with farm work, built water purifiers, taught kids. Sometimes all I did was listen to people.
That's all for now.
Of course. Was there anything else?
Patch me up, Doc.
Let's get you fixed.
Actually, it's...
Stay safe out there.
Wayne, I'm leaving this message with Marcy in case you can. Though I pray you don't. The military took over the hospital, and everything's gone to hell in the city. Things here, they're... It's bad, Wayne. People are dying every day, and most of the time all we can do is watch and try to make them comfortable. One of the other nurses told me she heard a radio signal that sounded like you and the boys. I don't know if it's true, if you're still out there, but we've got a way out. And I'm gonna try to find you.
I might be able to get that up. Okay, just saying.
Oh, hey. Was wondering if you'd be stopping by. Listen, I got an escort errand to run. If you're interested in coming with, won't take long.
Sure thing.
Caravan was coming by way of Diamond City. Safer route through there. If we check the street west, we'll probably run into them. And if we're lucky, there's something to shoot on the way. You take point. I'll watch your back.
I don't know if those straps will hold him.
Then go fetch Raphael to pin the patient down. Or ready another dose of sedative.
No! No, we can't keep sedating him. It can't be good for the patient. And we should give Raphael a break. He's already done a lot.
Oh, you think yourself more capable of wrestling with an unruly patient. I can't tell if that's arrogance or misplaced compassion.
Misplaced? After everything he's done for us? Just because he could have been hurt. All just to keep the rest of us safe.
Ellis, enough. Sulking has its place, but that place is not during a biopsy.
Hello. You know, I always thought being a doctor would be the easiest thing in the world. Someone is sick, you cure them. If they're hurting, you treat it. Maybe Raphael is right, you know? Maybe Cassandra is right. Maybe even when you're trying to do the good thing, it's still... Sorry. You probably didn't walk up to me just to hear me ramble. Is there something I can do for you?
You did your best.
I'm starting to wonder. What if he'd really hurt Raphael? Or killed someone? Or he's in a lot of pain and we can't help him anyway? Well, no one got hurt this time. Fiona thinks she can get one of the diagnostic machines running, but Cassandra's probably already figured it out. We have those vials you and Raphael recovered from the ship. Helped us treat the cholera Yorks and his men had. But we had a diagnosis there. It's just... a lot to take in. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble more at you. Oh, hello again. Something I can do?
Oh, yes. Seems poor Ellis is at war with himself. He so desperately wants to do the right thing. But the right thing is so often elusive. You make decisions as to what's right and wrong daily, don't you? Tell me, this patient here, a raider by profession, most likely responsible for many vile deeds. In your opinion, is this patient better off dead?
The guy is probably a lost cause.
If we allowed him to die, it would free up resources to spend on other patients. Not to mention he's a danger, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. Even with treatment, he may die anyway. Well, fortunately for him, the Nightingale's first and foremost rule means we provide treatment to everyone. And to the best of our abilities. Let's just hope he doesn't break free of his restraints in the meantime. Ellis is struggling because he's confronted by too many options, but he's unable to embrace any of them.
There's no good answer. Taking action puts us at risk, but inaction could be deadly.
Action or inaction, the choice must still be made. But enough about that. I'm glad you stopped by. I've heard you have a curious little gadget called a Vitomatic. Let me see it, please.
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, and don't worry. I would never scan you without your consent. Now, let's see. As I thought. This little device is confused by post-war mutations. I've reset its scanning parameters. That should allow it to diagnose common diseases.
How did you know that?
Fiona would have you believe I'm technophobic. And while I do little to dissuade that notion, I don't deny the usefulness of pre-war machinery. In fact, I spent much of my youth hunting for such things. I'm actually quite familiar with a number of pre-war technologies. Your little scanner, for example, was made over 200 years ago by Robco. With so much time having passed since its creation, it was certain that a few of its coding variables basically needed a nudge in order to compensate.
Come on, tell me the whole story. Who were you before all this?
Before I was a nightingale, I was an addict. Not for chems or alcohol, mind you, but the results of my addiction were no less burdensome. I was addicted to scavenging, searching old ruins, hoping to find forgotten breakthroughs, lost miracle cures. Years wasted picking over a corpse long dead. Who I was before doesn't matter. What does matter is this. The past holds no answers, only lessons.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
You're welcome. Modern medicine is still walking around, defying all odds. Good on you.
Let me know if you find some spare ammo.
Think you can...
Swore I heard something. Loved wiping the floor with you.
Excuse me.
Well, shit. Super mutants. And here I thought I'd be setting up shop next to the combat zone that would cause problems. Funny. Nightingale's found me in a wrecked caravan just like this one. I have to ask the kid if there's some fancy word for it.
What do you mean? What happened?
We got stupid. We're desperate. Can't remember anymore. Caravan had too many guns to be a safe bet. But it was the first we'd seen in weeks. Funny thing. Wouldn't have shot anyone if they'd just let us. But they fought back. Ended up a bloodbath. All of them. Half of us. And me. Afterwards, my friends took the loot and left me bleeding out in the dirt. Being honest, I wasn't expecting any different.
They sound like bad people.
What do you expect? Raiders don't do the whole doctoring and nursing thing. Still, they could have at least spared a bullet. For old time's sake.
What happened after that?
Don't really remember. Alice says I fought back when they found me. But I can't remember anything until I woke up a couple of days later. Figure they confused me for a caravan hand or something. Then I got bored of just lying around, so I stopped ignoring the kids' chatter. Turns out, they knew who I was. Fiona gave me her usual bull about second chances. Dumbest shit I ever heard, at the time. Probably still is. Was planning to walk off as soon as my legs healed. And I guess I just never got around to it. Never was one for plans, anyway. Anyway, and that's probably... Oh, shit. You hear that? That's it? Shit. I figured they'd stick it out in case it brought other idiots in. It's a classic. I'll see what I can salvage from this pile and meet you back at the hospital.
Leave that junk behind. We're just wasting space.
There you are. Listen, thanks for the hat today. Being around these bleeding heart pacifists all day. It's nice to get out there and put the gun to use. And, about the shit I said. You know, about how I hooked up with the Nightingales. Anyway, I'm off to tell Fee what went down. See you around.
Oh, yes. Lots to do, that's all. Did you end up going out there to meet the late caravan, or do I even need to ask? I'm sure you did what you could. I'll let Bunker Hill know. Let's hope Cersei comes through on this opportunity of hers. What?
You planning to sleep sometime this month? No offense, but by the way you're swaying, I wouldn't let you so much as take my temperature right now.
I'll make you a deal. I'll sleep when you put your gun down for 2 minutes.
Hi.
Glad to see you're back safe. And I'm sorry to hear about the caravan. Besides the loss of lives, this won't make a convincing case that we're worth visiting out here. In any case, is there something I can help you with?
What's next for you?
There's something else that needs doing, but it requires traveling. Cersei is out on an interview, and I'd like you to back her up.
What kind of interview is this gonna be?
Someone got in touch with us about donating some funds and supplies. They're pretty vague on details, but Cersei seemed to think it was a good idea. At least, she thought it was a good idea to see what the offer is, how many strings are attached, that kind of thing. I trust her to handle that part. That said, I'm usually the one negotiating, and those things can go wrong very quickly. I'd feel better if you were there to keep her safe.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I'll mark the meeting spot on your map. Cersei will be waiting for you just outside. Stay safe out there.
disturb.
Open the ante. I like it.
Shit! You are seriously fucked, you know that?
Oh, hey. I'm glad to see you. I'm a bit out of my element here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a bit jittery. Fiona's the talker usually. She has a way of phrasing even go to hell a way that makes people ask for directions. But it's my contact, and the whole logistics thing is also kind of my problem. I'll be happy if we just avoid bloodshed.
That's why I'm here.
I appreciate it, really. These guys are a bit... well, they're not local, and they do things their own way. Unpredictable. It's a bit odd seeing the new Liberty Trading Company in the Commonwealth. Guess something caught their attention.
Who are these people?
Some kind of merchant coalition, I think? From south along the coast. Or was it north? The important part is they're offering to fund us. But I've been around long enough to know if something feels too good to be true, it probably is. And their pitch? Too good to ignore.
The whole thing smells like a trap.
I'm worried about that too. Nothing about this feels good. The deal they're offering? It's not pocket caps you'd throw to a beggar, that's for sure. But you're here, and you're good with this kind of thing, right?
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
I'll keep that in mind the next time I'm bandaging you up. Oh, what you pay me caps for. Damn, you've got me there. Any other questions before we go in?
What's the big deal?
Well, the Nightingales, were on the move. We were pretty self-sufficient. Foraging for medicine and food, donations from patients. Now that we're set up in one spot, there's logistics to consider. We need permanent guards, scouts for ingredients, caravan connections. It all comes back to funding. Preferably the kind with no strings or interest. And that's exactly what we're being offered here. We can survive without this, but it'll be survival only. Something tells me that this trading company knows it as well.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah. If they're for real, we could start dreaming bigger with this whole hospital idea. Train new doctors, keep all the caches stocked properly. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get through this meeting and hope my bad luck's on break for today, yeah? I sure do feel better with a couple of ex-gunners for backup, though. Shows we're not pushovers. One more thing. If at any point you think it's a bad deal, just say so and we'll walk away. Fiona will understand. I'm from the Nightingales. Got a meeting? So far, so good, I think.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Lydia Proudmore. I'm your contact for today's negotiations. You must be Dr. Cersei. You're late.
Late? We didn't even set a time, just a day.
Ah, that's right. I understand working clocks are somewhat rare in this region. My clerk must have tried to accommodate you. A pity you failed to mention that to me, or I wouldn't have had to wait for 3 hours in this, well, whatever it was.
Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, Miss Proudmore.
Can't be helped, I'm sure. Let's proceed. In this envelope are the details of the sums the NLTC would like to invest in your organization. If you're agreeable to our terms, the first shipment will be forwarded to your location beginning of...
That's... Miss... This is a lot of caps. Antiseptic... copper... lenses... Wait... Did you say first shipment?
That's right. You seem surprised. Those are the estimated startup costs for an organization such as yourself, are they not?
And then some. But I mean... Last time I saw a caravan be this generous, they set up their own guys and tried to rip off the town for the losses.
A brazen tactic to be expected of the small fish that swim in this small pond. We do not operate through such petty maneuvers. I assure you, there is no clause in our prospective agreement about losses. The NLTC will assume all responsibility of security during delivery.
But...
It's a generous offer we're putting on the table, Doctor. One that I can just as easily take to many other initiatives in this territory. Your friend here has certain ventures that I'm sure could use those finances. Yours is simply one with the most promise for the investment.
That's right. My friend. I'd like to talk to them for a second. Privately.
By all means. But I require an answer before you leave this room today. I have no intention of staying here longer than I absolutely have to.
I don't like it. That has to be the longest stick I've ever seen up anyone's ass. Every alarm bell is going off right now, but I can't figure out what her angle is.
Do you believe her?
They have a reputation for honoring written contracts, at least from what I've heard. If it's on paper, they mean it, but... Well... This paper doesn't say anything about intentions. It does have a lot of pretty big numbers, though.
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out.
Smart. Go ahead. It'll give me some time to read the contract again.
Yes?
Hey there.
Well, hello. There's really no need for stalling. This is a legitimate contract, sanctioned and enforceable by the Home Office even out here. Although, I understand the apprehension and respect the caution.
What's your angle?
I'm here as part of a delegation tasked with taking measures of prospective profits that could be accrued with preemptive investments.
Nothing's free, I know how it is.
It's true that a hospital in these times is not a reliable source of returns. Though truth be told, this investment is rather paltry. Our interest is a bit larger in scope. This hospital is something the people here are in desperate need of, yet no one has thought to invest. When it becomes a crucial part of the infrastructure of the region, the people funding it will be in the best position to leverage elsewhere. You are more shrewd than you're given credit for. I will keep this in mind.
Why should I trust you?
Trust is cheap. Freely given, freely taken away. It has no tradable value. Frankly, I don't care if you trust me. Reputation has value. The shipments I'm offering have value. And this hospital they're endeavoring to build, that has value. Up to you which part of that you consider to be the most worthy reason. But don't fool yourself with matters of trust.
I can see that we're gonna get along just fine.
Always refreshing to meet a like-minded individual so far from home. Perhaps we can do closer business. After this is concluded.
Who are you, anyway?
Lydia Proudmore. I'm a trader with the New Liberty Trading Company. That means I have the rank to offer investments like the one I handed Dr. Cersei. In case that's too confusing, I am someone with access to a lot of money, and I can give it to whomever I choose. That's all you need to know.
That's all for now. Excuse me.
Oh, hey. So, what do you think? Should we take it?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. If there's more to it later, we'll handle it. But this will really help us help more people. I'll go let her know. Miss Proudmore, this is a really generous investment. I'm ready to sign on behalf of the Nightingales.
Wonderful. In that case, our business here is concluded. I have faith that our resources will be well spent.
Yes? Hey there.
That wasn't bad. And these supplies? Fiona will be over the moon. She's always wanted a proper hospital, and this is the ticket to getting it set up. Listen, before we head back, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I've been a Nightingale for a while now, and normally this is the point where shit goes wrong and I'm a lone survivor looking for a change of scenery. So, this might seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but could you use someone like me in one of your settlements?
Of course. Let's do it.
Glad to hear you say that. I'll sleep easier once I'm in a new place, I think. I'll talk to Fiona as soon as I'm back to make my way to... where you want me?
May as well take a look. Hey, you might want to check this stuff out.